Runners still circling down at the start. As ever for all of today's races here, we've got just under 2.5 circuits, and they'll jump a total of 12 fences. They'll turn into the home straight, take the 2 fences before the winning post, and then 2 more laps. White flag raised and they're off and running. So the opening race of the day is this 4-year-old maiden, sponsored by Coolmore Stud. Just the one mare amongst the geldings here. The mare in the field is number 15, Liz Finney Lady, which is giving young Dara Mulcahy his first ride. I'm told he's the 4th generation of the Mulcahy family to ride in Point to Points, and somewhat related to our announcer Richard. But as the field wind their way around the bend and come through the gap on the run to the first of the 12 fences, so heading to fence number 1. And as they approach it, prominent on the inside is Iskabeg Lane, the one you sent off the 2-1 favourite for Jamie Codd. Also towards the back of the field, unfortunately, young Mulcahy has come a cropper on the first because Liz Finney Lady departed the scene, but Dara's quickly on his feet. So as they come to the second, and that's Iskabeg Lane on the outside, with also up there is on the inside colour change Roger Quinlan and Vices on High, and Vices on High leads past the winning post. From the outside then is PIRI Massini. Just behind these then in 3rd position, Jerry Mangan and the raider from County Cavan, Hurricane Dylan. And then this one has been tracked there in the mid-pack by Iskabeg Lane. And in turn, they're being followed by Minister for Sport, who's tucked away on the outside in about 5th or 6th. Down the inside then is As the Man Says, as they take the 4th of the fences up the home straight region. So as they take that one and move away towards the back straight for the first time, our leader is Vices on High, sporting the colour change of pink and white sleeves, leading by half a length. PIRI Massini's in 2nd, Hurricane Dylan is in the 3rd position. And after these 3, there's about a length or so in turn then to Iskabeg Lane. And this one in turn has been followed on the outside by Minister for Sport. Back then down the inside of these, you've got As the Man Says just ahead of Wells Gold. And after Wells Gold, you've got West Class. And towards the back of the field is Woods Well at the moment, as they now go to the only fence in the back straight, and they all take it safely. So just the one casualty to date, the first fence faller, Liz Finney Lady. And as the rest of the field begin to bunch up in the windy conditions down the far side, that's Vices on High, who just about is the overall leader at the moment. From close up in the 2nd position is PIRI Massini, tucked in a pocket in behind him in 3rd place there at the moment runs Shane Donoghue's runner Hurricane Dylan, and they in turn are being followed then back in about the 4th position by Iskabeg Lane, who in turn is tracked on the inside by As the Man Says and Minister for Sport. Still towards the back end of the field are Wells Gold, West Class and Woods Well. So they now go out of vision. They'll cover about a furlong and a half out of view before they'll return on the bend, heading back towards the home straight, having completed a mile. And as they come back into view now, we see still that up there sharing the lead is Vices on High, but possibly now headed by PIRI Massini. So PIRI Massini, raider from the Ashley Murphy Yard in Wexford, has gone to the front. So PIRI Massini goes on the level by about a length to Vices on High in 2nd place, and all the while they're being attended in 3rd position by Hurricane Dylan, who in turn is just ahead of the 4th running Iskabeg Lane. And then you've got As the Man Says in turn, followed by Minister for Sport. So they're past halfway. This fence they take now will bring them along up to the one before the winning post area, and Vices on High with PIRI Massini, they're 1 and 2. So this is 6 from home they're about to take off at, and that's Vices on High in the noseband. PIRI Massini, white face on the outside, is in 2nd. The red and yellow colours in third of Hurricane Dylan, and then in turn they're being followed wide on the outside by Woodswell, and just ahead of that one is West Class, and with these in the centre there is Iskabeg Lane. In turn they're being followed by Minister for Sport, and he in turn has two behind there, as the man says, and Wells Gold, who made a mistake hitting that one, a bit of a thump at the back of the field. So they're going through the testing conditions, and to this fence now, which is the fourth last, and as they take it, now going back to possibly shade in front once again is Voices on High, but a close second is PIRI Massini. So Voices on High, PIRI Massini 1 and 2. On the flat, PIRI Massini goes on again. So PIRI Massini by a length to Voices on High. They go to the third last, followed by Hurricane Dylan, and then on the wide outside, Woodswell and Kieran Fennessy's gone into fourth place. Fifth is Iskabeg Lane, and then with these in sixth there is Johnny Hurley and West Class, and this group then are just ahead in turn from, after these is Wells Gold. So as they get to the next one, and out over that fence, a bad mistake at the rear there by, as the man says, one who departed at the previous fence was Minister for Sport, but as they leave the third last behind them, it's PIRI Massini in the lead narrowly. From in second place there all the while is Voices on High. So Voices on High and PIRI Massini, Hurricane Dylan, Iskabeg Lane. With these in fifth, only about 4 lengths down is Woodswell, and then West Class, and the last one in contact there about 10 lengths down is Wells Gold. They're a long way clear from, as the man says. So the field go out of vision. When they reappear, they'll have a half a mile to cover and 2 more fences to take in this Coolmore Stud sponsored 4-year-old Geldings maiden. When they disappeared, it was PIRI Massini and Voices on High just ahead of Hurricane Dylan, and that's still just about the order. In fact, Hurricane Dylan has now gone into second, relegating Voices on High to third, as PIRI Massini was swinging just in front. So PIRI Massini, the Wexford horse from the Cavan-based horse Hurricane Dylan, in second. They are 1 and 2. Voices on High and Iskabeg Lane, and then Woodswell. That's the order as they turn to come up the home straight now. They've got 2 to jump. And leading him out is the white-faced PIRI Massini from Hurricane Dylan, as they come racing now down to this fence into third, trying to stay on. I think it's Woodswell as they come to jump this fence, and that's PIRI Massini from Hurricane Dylan, as they're somewhat buffeted by the wind. But on the run to the last, PIRI Massini's always been prominent and is still there in front. Woodswell and Kieran Fennessy will be the last challenger in second, as Hurricane Dylan drops to third. But at the last, PIRI Massini by a few lengths from Woodswell, who's trying to close all the while. It's PIRI Massini crying for the line. Woodswell is a length down but won't get there, because PIRI Massini for the Murphys wins the opener. Second was Woodswell, not beaten too far, and then Hurricane Dylan, followed by Iskabeg Lane. And they were the 4 finishers. Faller at the last was West Class.